Welcome to Reckless Paradise, everyone. I'm your host, Marissa. Here, my co-host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Happy August, everybody. I am so sorry that I could not make it to my final episode for July. I had no cell tower all weekend last weekend. It suddenly went out, and it was out all the way till Monday morning, like early Monday morning. It came back. So I literally could not jump in and record. And I'm so sad because I was really looking forward to doing that episode, to be honest.
I mean, shit happens.
And I
So
did warn you guys that, shit happens lately. So I was like, if something happens, we'll keep you updated. Luckily, Dystro came in clutch and recorded the episode and uploaded it for me. So I was very happy he could do that. So thank you for that.
mhm.
But I'm back. I am back. I am ready to go. Happy August, everybody. I hope everybody has a good of the summer. I know some of you guys are already going back to school. I heard that people down in Florida, according to you, they go back in what, August?
Mhm.
And people in Texas go back in August. According to one of my other friends, it's like, really? Like, up here, school doesn't start till September 7th. Our district does not start till the 7th of September.
Yeah, I mean, every school district's different. So
Oh man. But anyways, I hope everybody enjoys August. Let's make this month a good one. July was a little rough for me, but I am already looking forward to August. The first 3 days have been great. So let's keep the train rolling. Thank you guys for joining the episode, and we hope you enjoy. So, as y'all know, we had most recently finished our Foo Fighters album journey towards like the middle of last month. So now it's time to discuss everything that we would need to discuss. You know how this goes. We usually do an episode where we talk about our favorite, and then we do another episode where we rank the worst to best. Tonight's episode is our top 10 Foo Fighters songs of all time. This was a little tricky to do because I've had to change my list a couple times um, since finishing the Foo Fighters pilgrimage. I've changed it maybe 3 or 4 times. Definitely not as much as I did with Def Leppard. With Def Leppard, I was changing it nightly, it seemed. Um, but with Foo Fighters, I did change it a few times. It's a little tricky because like my top three is like all very very close together. But do you have honorable mentions? I meant to ask you that before we started.
uh, I think so. Yes,
I
I
have
had like six
four.
or seven.
Jesus, I have only four.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of songs.
There really is, and it's hard to choose just 10. All right, so I guess we could start with the honorable mentions. Like, we'll just go over them briefly if you want.
Sure, fine by me.
All right, I'm gonna go first. I have here in no particular order, by the way. So with each track that I'm gonna list for this episode, I'm gonna try to list the album it came from as well, so people are aware. All right, so we have The Glass from the most recent album, but here we are. I have Waiting on a War from Medicine at Midnight. I have Times Like These from One by One, and I have Aurora from There's Nothing Left to Lose.
So it's funny. I think those were the exact same ones I had too.
Are you serious? Like, no cap?
Yeah, no cap on that. But
Wow.
that was like only four out of the six. But I think my other two were Rest from the latest one
Oh,
and Give Me Stitches from
there's
uh
nothing left to lose.
Nothing Left to Lose.
Wow. I actually kind of forgot to put rest. Fuck. That song gets me so bad. Like, it fucking makes me cry. Like, really bad.
Yeah, because you listened to that not too long ago, didn't
Yeah, I actually re listened to the whole album again because I was bored one night and it made me fucking cry. Like, I was literally crying because at the same time I was on Tumblr, I was like looking like what people had posted about the Foo Fighters and Taylor, and I found a whole bunch of things that David said, like in quotes, about his friendship with Taylor and how close they really were. and it just kind of broke me. It's like, wow, like I can't even imagine the pain I must have felt when Taylor passed away.
Oh yeah, it's like losing your best friend. It's like,
Practically, yeah. Oh my
but
god. That's a very solid honorable mentions though list that we both have. Like that's pretty fucking good. Now, did you by chance lose your list or something?
so the original list I had, it was like completely different for the honorable mentions. But then I was like, you know what? I rewrote it again. I was just like, okay, I gotta switch it up now because I didn't want to like try to rewrite the same honorable mention list. I know I had Give Me Stitches and Rest on there, but I couldn't remember the other four. I
Okay.
was like, I was like, crap.
So you got your top 10 ready to go though, right?
Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
Okay. I remember there was that one episode where you completely forgot, like you lost your list or something.
Yeah, that
I
was
don't even
that's.
remember what episode that was. Like, if anyone remembers who's been watching for a long time, please let me know. Like, that's
I think it wasn't it like
it was old. It was like kind of way back, like probably towards like last year. I'm thinking,
I'm thinking it's either Billy Talent or Blink.
or ACDC. I can't remember. Might have been
I,
ACDC.
maybe I don't know. I can't remember.
Anyways, enough dilly dallying here. Let's get into our top 10. So I'm gonna start with you. What did you put for number 10?
Number 10. No, I put Sky is a Neighborhood.
From Concrete and Gold. Okay, I love that song. For me, my track comes from One by One, and it's titled Overdrive.
Okay, I kind of figured you would put that on
I
there.
love that song. Like, that's such a good song to play, like, when you're going cruising. Like, when you're going riding or cruising or whatever down the road. You just play that song, you put your foot on the gas or you put your thumb on the throttle
Put
just
it
a
in
little bit more.
overdrive.
Yeah, I say thumb because ATV you use your thumb for the throttle. Like you just like put your thumb or your foot on just a little bit more, but not too fast. Just like enough. Like just like yeah. Like
Like, yeah.
I love that song so much. It's catchy. I sing along to it every time I hear it.
hmm
Sky is a neighborhood though. What do you have to say?
I mean, it has a good message behind it. Because I remember when we were listening to Concrete and Gold, uh, I remember looking up the meaning for it. It was like heaven is kind of like a neighborhood,
Yeah, it's a big
and
band up there.
yeah, it's a big band up there, and it kind of had me thinking like, well, yeah, that's kind of true because it's like all the all-time greats and stuff, like they're all up there. They're just living like right next to each other and all that stuff, and just having coffee or chatting and stuff.
Jamming out.
Yeah, like Taylor's up there and stuff, so it's like he's just jamming out, having a good time, just living his best life in the neighborhood.
That song is catchy. I won't lie. That
hmm
song is very catchy. Even though that album was by far, spoiler alert, the worst album I've ever heard. I'm gonna have to say it's worse than Blink 182's Nine album, and I absolutely hated that album too.
Oh yeah, we both did.
Oh, I fuck. Like by the time we got like almost to the halfway point of Concrete and Gold, I just wanted it to end. Like we were just so sick of it.
It was like that with well, not within your honor, but it was kind of like we were just like, okay, like looking at our watch or whatever, our physical like
We're
clocks on our phone.
done.
Like, are we halfway done? Yep. Okay. Well, speed it up. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, because In Your Honor is fucking long. But,
Mhm.
anyways, I'm glad this guy is neighborhood made your top 10. I'm very fucking happy about that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, number 9. So, my track comes from The Color and the Shape, and my track is titled February Star.
Okay. Okay. I can see that. I can see why. Mine comes from Sonic Highways. I almost forgot the
Ooh,
damn album. I almost forgot the damn album. That would
ooh.
have been scary.
This is
And
already
it's
catching me by surprise.
and it's something from nothing.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna go with the Feast and the Famine, but I knew something from nothing like way more than Feast of the Famine.
Oh, okay. So
But
this is for a little bit.
yeah,
I'm
I
actually kind
mean,
of surprised.
I caught you off.
So I'm gonna let you talk about yours first, like, cause like I'm really genuinely curious to see what you have to say.
So I remember listening to this song like way back, like when it first came out. I was like, oh okay. I was like, it was Foo Fighters, and I think like I was kind of getting more and more into them at the time, like when I was a wee lad. Like because I knew like Everlong, like Pretender, and like the bigger hits and stuff.
Yeah,
But I think this one's kind of like like a silent sleeper of a hit, if you know what I
like an
mean.
underrated kind of hit, so to
Yeah,
speak.
even though it's like it's like the first track, but it's like it kind of like set the tone, I guess,
Yeah,
for it. Um, I mean, this was like me being introduced to Taylor for the first time too. Like,
yeah,
cause I wasn't familiar with his work a lot, and I was just like, I was like, okay, I was like, all right, like, and like he's like one of the inspirations of me wanting to be a drummer and stuff too,
yeah.
and my MS brother for life,
Aaron.
Aaron, um, and like I was trying to like not copy his style, but kind of add my own like little flair to it. I guess I can't. I guess
Ooh,
that's
it's
what you call
thunder
it.
in here.
Oh, the thunder down under. No. um,
It's just fucking boom. I'm like, oh shit.
um, but it it was kind of like funky and stuff like that. It's like I mean the bass and stuff, and the guitar work was freaking phenomenal and all that crap too. So it's like I really enjoyed it, to be honest with you.
And hey, that's good, you know? Like, I need the Debbie Downer here, but like, I personally did not really care for Sonic Highways. I wasn't really crazy for it. I only liked maybe a couple tracks out of the whole thing. But again, teach your own. Sometimes it's a good that we differ sometimes because some people may kind of prefer what you said. Maybe some people like Sonic Highways. Personally, did not really care for it, but that song is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That song is probably one of the only ones I like next to Peace in the Famine and Congregation. Um, but I'm really happy that you kind of took a step out of the box and put something there that like I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like, you know how you
I
said before,
enjoyed.
sometimes you tried to do like what you think I would like to. Oh my god, it's fucking thundering. Um, also, all that don't know, I have extreme anxiety when it comes to storms, so just be patient with me. Um, yeah, like you give right, like you actually put
Yeah,
something that I was not expecting at all.
yeah. Keep you on your
Yeah. So for me,
toes.
February Stars, I did talk about this song pretty deep when we did the breakdown for the color and the shape last month. By the way, you guys should go check that out if you haven't done so already. That album is pretty fucking good to be. February Stars is a very important song to me. It's a song that I'm actually going to experiment with in February because, as I mentioned in that episode, I get seasonal depression. When winter hits, I get really depressed and I get kind of lonely because I'm home all day. I don't leave my house the winter. I don't like the cold. Um, so music is kind of my go-to thing in winter. I really try to dive in on music and stuff. And I used to go to February Winds by Billy Talent to get me through the winter, through February, because February is always the hardest month of the year for winter, um, in my opinion. So now I have February Stars that I'm going to try to experiment this year. And honestly, that song is about hope. It's about nothing but hope. And I just love it. It's a beautiful song. I feel like that song gets slept on a lot by people that I've talked to about Foo Fighters. Like, not a lot of people talk about that song. It's kind of one of those hidden gems that you need to listen to a couple times. It's really good. It really, really is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, stop fucking thundering. I I watch it fucking storm. Damn it.
Like,
All
what'd
right.
you say?
It's like, well, okay, sorry, Mother Nature. All right. Number 8. What you got?
I put Rescued here from the latest album.
Wow. Okay, that's good. For me, this is where I put the Sky's Neighborhood from Concrete and Gold.
Okay, so we had the exact same track, but it was just in
Yeah.
2 different places.
We've already kind
Okay.
of discussed the Sky's Neighborhood. It's very catchy. I catch
Mm-hmm.
myself singing it sometimes, like when I'm doing housework, when I'm by myself here, I'll catch myself singing it. It's so good. It's a good song to sing on like a car ride. Just fucking shout the lyrics. But yeah, I don't really have to discuss that song. We already went over it. But I want to hear what you have to say about Rest.
I mean, what is there not to say? It's like it's a really good track. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, the only thing for me though, it gets a little bit overplayed a little bit
Oh
here.
yeah, here too.
Um, and that's why I kind of like put it at number 8. And it wasn't like the bottom of the barrel or anything, but it was just like
It
it's
had
just
to
a
be
little
there
bit
somewhere.
overplayed. Yeah, it just gets a little bit overplayed.
Here
And
too.
I'm like, okay, well, I mean, at least it's still fresh in my brain though. That's
Yeah.
a something. That's a something. Um, I mean, that whole album as a whole was like mind blowing because like we listened to that like when it first came out, and then it was like what, like the next day we listened to One by One,
It
or
was
was
the other
it,
way around. We did one by one
or
first,
One by
and
One
then
and
we
then
did that. Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
It was like 2 days apart. Like we did one by one on the Thursday, and then the album came out on the Friday. So that's what we did.
Yeah.
Worked out good. Yeah. Rescue did not make my list just because it's super overplayed here. I hear it all the time on Show'em, but lately they've been playing Under You as well, which I'm really happy about because I love that one too.
Same here.
So,
Like,
all right, number 7. So my track comes from There Is Nothing Left to Lose. Love that album, by the way. This track is titled Generator, which I think I'm going to fucking need one by the end of the fucking night.
Mine comes from In Your Honor
Ooh.
and is DOA.
Oh, fuck. I forgot to fucking put that somewhere. God damn it. I ran, okay, situation number 1 where I fucking forget about a song when it clearly should be somewhere on this fucking page. Even mentions it should be there. Like, fuck. Well, okay. Let's talk about DOA first. What do you have to say?
I mean, I hear it a lot at my work, so it's like it's still kind of like ingrained in my brain and stuff. Um, it's very catchy. It's very catchy.
Mm-hmm.
The whole like electric side of In Your Honor was awesome. I really
Yes,
enjoyed that side.
me
It
too.
was it was just when we got to the acoustic side, we were just like kind of like not bored to death, but no pun intended. But like we were just kind of like
We
oh
were
my
tired.
god, yeah. Like by the like halfway point through the acoustic side, we were just like, okay, like is it almost over? And we
I
were
feel like what
like
we
fix
should have
something.
done, with that particular album, we should have split it into 2 nights back to back. Like we should have did the electric
Yeah,
side on the Thursday and then the acoustic side the following night on the Friday. So that way we would have been like more focused on the acoustic side. But hey, lesson learned, you know. I might have to go back and re-listen to the acoustic side soon.
yeah. I mean, there were some good acoustic tracks on there.
There were, but it sucks. I just don't remember them.
Well, I mean, you didn't remember the one with Taylor
Of
last
course, I
week.
remember the one with Taylor. But yeah, DOA is really good. I'm actually fucking punching myself in the face for not putting it somewhere. Even in honorable mentions, it should have been there. Even. But that song is very good. It's more of like a in your face, like fuck you, like we're done sort of thing.
Right.
That's the message I get from that song. But anyways, so Generator made my top 10, and how could it not? I loved There Is Nothing Left to Lose. I love that album a lot, actually. And that song, I kind of had to listen to it a couple times to really get the feel of it. I love the opening. Like, it's like really, really unique.
Yo, the
Blah, blah, blah,
whoa,
blah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I was trying to fucking imitate the opening.
It's like, because like I had pointed it out to you when we saw the video
Breakout
for
music
Breakout.
video.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, like that's where Generator came in on that album, and it was like playing in on the car stereo, and you were like, oh shit, like I didn't know that. I was like, yeah.
It just has a really good vibe to it. It's really catchy. Like the thing is, with There's Nothing Left to Lose, with that album, they were trying to do something different. Like they definitely at the time they were a three piece, so I guess they were trying to go into a different direction with Foo Fighters. Like it's not like it kind of still has a stereotypical Foo Fighters sound, but there is a little bit of a twist to it. I find when you compare it to the two earlier albums. Um, but I love this track. It's very very unique. It suits the album well with just the theme of it all. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, really really good. Okay, we're on to number 6.
Number 6.
What do you got?
I put Good Grief here.
Good grief, what is that one from?
That's from I think debut album.
Really? Oh my god, if that tells you anything. Jeez,
It's
this
just
fucking night's full
it's
of
just
surprises.
it's just in the aftermath by now, you know.
I don't remember that one, but my number 6 comes from Wasting Light. It
Okay.
is Bridge Burning.
Okay, I thought that was okay. Never mind. I th- I thought this is just me though. I could have like think you would have put that like at least in maybe top 5, but then I was just
Well,
like,
there's 5 songs that
well,
beat it.
yes, yes, I know that now, but like, I'm surprised that you put it at number 6. Interesting.
Hey, at least it made it into the top 10.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I'm going to quickly go over Bridge Burning. This song actually was lower on my list originally, but I went to Wasting Light last night with a friend of mine. And um, not only did he enjoy it, but I enjoyed it too because this was my second time listening to it. This was his first. Um, so Bridge Burning, man, I love that track. I love the music video too. It's very, very well made. Um, the signal that I get here is that you're just basically cutting ties with somebody. You're burning that bridge with somebody and you're letting it burn. It's just like one of those like kick ass songs. And it's a really, really good way to open an album. I'm gonna be honest. Out of all of the Foo Fighters albums, I think Wasting Light had the best opening track with Bridge Burning. And that's a bold statement.
And it had best closer too.
Yes, it did. But yeah, Bridge Burning has more of a personal meaning for me, so that's why I kind of had to put it higher than I originally had it. I originally had it at number 9. But after listening to Wasting Light again for a second time, I had to put it higher. Like there was no way it could stay at number 9.
Fair, fair.
So, good grief. You're going to have to remind me on this one because I don't remember it.
So I kind of like I'm kind of drawing a blank on how it goes now, but it was like I think like in the like 5th track, I'm gonna say. You could probably look. Yeah, I was about to say you could probably look for me, but it's like I think it was like the 4th or 5th track or something,
So, it is from
maybe
self
6th.
titled, like you said.
Yeah.
The Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters. I don't know.
Sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon.
So,
The Foo Fighters.
there's 12 tracks on this album. It's track number 5.
Okay, so I was right. All right, cool.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a kick-ass song. It was kind of like one of those songs that was like kind of like in your face, like you said, with like like I said, like you said with DOA and stuff. And I had kind of cheated, just being like. I had listened to the self-titled beforehand, before
Yeah,
you and I had listened to it.
you did that with Stiff Lip too.
Okay, are you still on this?
Yes,
Are you
I
still on
am,
this? Oh my
and
god.
forever will be.
It's been a okay.
Almost a year too.
I was about to say it's been a year almost. And you're still on this. Okay. Um, but I like when I listened to it the second time, I was like, okay. I was like, I really enjoyed this, and like, I mean, self-titled was okay. It didn't
It
have like,
wasn't good, but it wasn't bad.
yeah. I mean, for their debut album, I mean, come on, like, come on. But I really enjoyed it like the second time around too.
Hey, that's good,
Uh,
you know.
oh,
What? What's the? Oh,
oh, I was doing something on my screen. Sorry.
oh, I thought it was storming over there too. I was gonna be like twins.
No,
Oh, crap. Okay, time. So number five. My number five is actually another track from Wasting Light. It's actually the closing track. It's titled "Walk."
That's mine too.
And you know what's funny? I just realized that we did a Foo Fighters song list, I believe, last year, and we didn't even bother to compare our notes from last year.
Oh shit.
Fuck. Oh well, it's alright. We don't have to
It's
do it for
alright.
every episode. So hey,
Yeah.
at least we agree. We put Walk at number five. I'm very happy about that.
It was like it's almost up there with that one moment when
Def
we had
Leppard.
personal property.
Oh, that was even more exciting because like I was not expecting that. I was like, yes. uh,
Uh,
so Walk has a very personal meaning for me as well. This is a song that got me through the hardest times in my life during 2021 when I was going through a really bad breakup, and I was like kind of going through like the withdrawals. You kind of would say, like how like you have to like withdraw, like you have like withdrawals from somebody after you break up with them. Like I was going through that. I had to kind of ride the waves out. I was getting to rock bottom at one point. I got really bad. But that song in particular put me back on my feet again, and it really helped me through a lot. And I ever give credit every time I hear that song for helping me. And sometimes I actually shed a tear now when I hear that song, because like it makes me realize how thankful I am to still be here. You know,
mhm.
the healing powers of music.
Yeah, for true.
What do you have to say?
It like I mean, you kind of nailed it on the head, to be honest with you, because when you were telling me about your personal story behind Walk, I was like, okay. I was like, this song has like some sentimental value to her, and like it helped you through a rough time, and I bet you it helped with a lot of people's rough time. To be honest with you,
Oh yeah.
like, cause it's like like it says, like the lyric says, like learn to walk again, and like I believe I've waited long enough and all that stuff, and trying to like just break free from that funk,
And get
saying
back on your feet again.
yeah, and it's a good positive message behind it, and I like when bands do that
And
because
it's
it's
a good
just
way
like,
to end the album too, if you think about it.
yeah, good opener with Bridge Burning, and then good closer with Walk. I think like that whole album, even though yeah, it's like it was like in what Dave's garage and stuff. Like, hey,
Yes.
it's still fucking pretty good though. It's
Fucking
still
good
fucking good.
shit. Good shit for
Yeah,
a fucking garage recorded album.
it was like 6, 7 days when they recorded it too, which is fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
Mother Nature. Calm down. Holy crap. Anyways. Oh my god. I swear to god, it's like driving me nuts out there. I'm hearing rumbles and it's just like, shut up.
You hear the rumble.
I hear you. Okay, so continuing on, because like we are dragging this on. We're almost a half an hour in. So, track number four on this list. What do you got?
I have All My Life here.
Oh, from One by One. Okay. For
Yeah.
me, I kind of put a hidden gem on this one. I went with it from There's Nothing Left to Lose, and it's titled MIA, and this is the closing track.
Okay. Okay.
That song is so good. Like, I remember when we first heard it, like when we got to the end of There Is Nothing Left to Lose, I was like, whoa, like this is cool. And like it's so good. Like it's a really good closer.
Hmm.
Like that song has me in a chokehold still right now. I listen to it a lot. I listen to it almost daily now. It's so good. Like I really, there's nothing really else to say. Like it's so good. Like I had to put it in the top five.
I mean, fair,
It's
fair.
slept on. It's heavily slept on. That whole album is slept on. I feel like people always say, "Oh, that's such a mid album." Like to me, I loved it. Like I absolutely loved that album.
Oh yeah, I did too. Like it's like because like I'm gonna say it again. Like I had kind of cheated on that one too.
What?
Yeah, I wanted to just dip my
I
toes
have
into
been
it.
loyal for the last five pilgrimages. I have been loyal. The only fucking pilgrimage where I've heard every album prior, that's because I was obsessed with Billy Talent in 2020.
Uh-huh.
Was Billy Talent, but like that's like I didn't listen to him like this. We were gonna do the pilgrimage. I didn't listen to him a week in advance. Like I purposely put it off so we could listen to him together. ACDC, that's a different story because I've heard almost every album in my childhood, but I never like listened to them prior to the pilgrimages. Same thing with Blink. And Def Leppard's another one of those examples too, where I never listened to the album before the pilgrimage. Like obviously I knew it from childhood, but like, and then Foo Fighters, I didn't know any of the albums, so this is all new to me.
Like
You
I
cheater!
I let me explain.
Cheater!
I had eh, 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 I I it doesn't matter. But
Okay.
I think I listened to I think 3 tracks from that album. And then
Okay.
I didn't listen to the rest of it because I was just like, okay, I just wanted to like go in with like, fresh
Yeah, fresh mindset.
ears. Yeah, fresh ears. Uh, well, I mean, because like I knew like Breakout and and all that stuff, and Learn to Fly, and like from Nothing Left to Lose, but like yeah, I know, but it's I'm sorry.
It's alright. So, what do you have to say about your number four track?
I mean, well, except for you learning what the fucking meaning was.
Yeah, I literally fucking. So, I was on TikTok one day, and they're like, I did not know this is what all my life means. And like, someone put a
Mhm.
link to the website where they found the meaning, and Dave Rose actually explaining it in quotes. I'm like, are you kidding me? That song is ruined. I'm like, Dave,
It's
you naughty fucker.
you naughty fucker. But I mean, hey, it's still a kick-ass song though.
It is. It's a banger. Like it's a classic.
A banger.
And the problem with me is it's overplayed here. Like I hear it a lot.
It's not play overplayed here.
Yeah, that's why I didn't make. It's super overplayed here.
And plus, like, whenever I listen to it and stuff, I always like do the air drums and stuff because I always, I like I said, like I mimic Taylor's like energy and stuff of that too, and I always look at the video for what he does and stuff of that too. So,
Yeah. All right. Final three. Number three. My track once again comes from There Is Nothing Left to Lose,
oh my
and
god.
it's titled Breakout.
Hmm. Okay. Mine comes from Echo Silence, Patience, and Grace.
Oh, okay.
Mine is Pretender.
Oh, nice. Okay. Again, another overplayed track here. What do you have to say about the Pretender? I'll get to mine in a minute.
I mean, that was like I think one of the few songs that I had listened to when I was getting into Foo Fighters. Because like I remember listening to this, and I had told you this before. I had listened to this. I heard this song, and then the "This Suffering" from Billy Talent 2,
Yeah.
and it was on like a highlight video or some whatever or something, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I didn't know who Foo Fighters like were before. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay. I was listening to it, and I was just like, just jamming out and just doing like, air guitar or whatever shit. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, but I didn't like dive deep into them like
Right.
some people have. I was just like, okay. I was like, I like this song. I liked Everlong. It's like I think like I'm like, even though yeah, like two songs in, I'm like, I think I'm officially a Foo Fighters fan now.
Me with Billy Talent. I think I'm a Billy Talent fan now.
It's like got all the merch, got all the stuff. It's just
Look
like,
at me now. Like seriously, I have all the Billy Talent merch. I have fucking all the albums. I have Scandalous Travelers. Like what next? Like I just need to go see him in concert. But like I can see what you mean with Foo Fighters. Like it's like a love at first sight kind of thing.
yeah.
And it's a good feeling, to be honest. It is a good feeling when you get that, like when you're only 2 or 3 songs into the and you're like, I like this. Like, I think I'm a fan already. Like, I think that's what they
Yeah.
aim for. They want you to do that.
Yeah.
So, Breakout, I had to put that there. It had to be because, let's be honest, it's catchy. And the music video is great. It's fucking funny as hell. Um, fucking all I can remember, I picture this vividly, is when David is in the building with Taylor. Taylor's with his buddies. Taylor has a fucking mustard squirt. Dave, who's wearing like a really nice, like, date little suit. Fucking mustard's going all over his suit, and next thing you see is Dave fucking throwing Taylor onto the fucking pool table and fucking beating the shit out of him. I love
Oh
that song
man.
though so much. I think the first time I heard it was on the radio. I wish I heard it on the radio more, to be honest. But I love it so much. I got really attached to that song over time. Well, even like before the pilgrimage, um, that song's
Yeah,
always
me
been
me
a good
too.
one for me.
Yeah, like I remember, I think it was like I said, like it was like Everlong, Pretender, and I think Breakout was the third one. I think it could be something else, but I think it was like those three vividly that I remember, and I was just like, oh my God. And I think that Breakout song's for the movie that they showed in the video,
Yeah.
um, me, myself, and Irene. And that's a very good movie too. It's very fucking funny.
Oh, I bet.
Oh boy.
Okay, number 2. What do you have?
I have A Matter of Time from Wasting Light here.
Nice. Okay, my number 2 is from The Color and the Shape, and it's titled "Hey Johnny Park."
Okay, cool. Well, I figured that would have been in your top
That
three. I kind of
song,
figured.
like, that song was my first love from this pilgrimage, to be honest with you. Like, I first heard The Color and the Shape because I had to go and listen to it by myself because you got it for song or album exchange, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
You got it prior to the pilgrimage, so I had to listen to it myself just to stay caught up with the pilgrimage that we were going to do. And when I
Mm-hmm.
heard this song, it was like love at first sight. Like, I loved this song from start to finish. It was actually my most played song for a while by Foo Fighters. Um, it's very catchy. Like, I love the rhythm. I love everything. I love the riff. I love the main chorus. Um, Dave's
With
vocals
Pat
are
Smear.
great. And Pat Smear's on there. I love Dave's vocals on that song in particular. Um,
It's impossible.
I love it. I had to put it there. That song is a big addiction of mine. So I'm really happy you put another Wasting Light song and you put a Matter of Time.
Yeah, the only reason why is because I remember the video vividly.
Yep.
I was like, okay. And because like when we watched it together, we were like, what the fuck? Like, like I think you said like, are you sure this is a Foo Fighter video? I was like, yeah.
Like, oh my god. But I remember the song a lot more now because I just listened to that album last night. Um, it's really catchy, to be honest. It really is.
Yeah.
Before, before.
Before. I
Oh,
said bingo. Before.
bingo.
Before. Oh,
Okay, number one. I'm gonna let you go first. What do you got?
okay. Well, I mean, it should be obvious here. My number one is obviously Monkey Wrench. I mean, come on.
From the
Like,
color and the shape.
I mean, come on. It has to be cool.
So
It
we
has to
have
be.
a completely different number one. I just realized our lists were actually completely different this time, minus like
I'm,
one or two songs.
well, I mean, yeah.
And that's good, you know, that's really good. My number one comes from, believe it or not, it comes from In Your Honor. My number one would Resolve.
Okay, I kind of figured that. To
I
be
mean, if you
honest
looked
with
at
you,
my Discord status today,
I saw it. I saw it.
that song just means the fucking world to me. It brings so much peace to my heart. It's more of a mellower song, but it's not an acoustic. Like
Hmm.
it definitely belongs on the electric side where it should be. I love the music video for it too, but that song, like when we first heard it, I was automatically hooked, and I think right now, I think that might be my most played Foo Fighters song, if I'm correct. Um, I love everything about that song. It really accurately represents In Your Honor as a whole and what they were trying to do with that album. It really portrays that album very well. Um, but now every time I listen to that song, I kind of think of Taylor because there's like
Mm,
the lyric. There's like part of the lyric is like one more year that you're not has gone and passed you by. What happened to you? I always hear that and I think of Taylor because like he's not here. It's like another year has gone and passed by. Like what happened to you? Like where are you? Like, but
right.
when I'm not thinking about that, I'm thinking about how much I really enjoy this song and how much it means to me. So that's my number one. And of course, your number one is Monkey
Monkey
Wrench.
wrench. Don't wanna be a monkey wrench.
What do you have to say about it?
I mean, well, this was like I think the very first like song that I had heard from them. I to be honest with you, because like I mean, yeah, like I said like Pretender and Everlong and also, but this one was like another one that I had listened to a lot too. Um, Mostly thanks to my rock and roll aunt. Thank you. Uh, and like she had color in the shape. She had it at her house.
Lucky Duck.
Um, because like I think she had. I remember like watching the video and stuff like that, and then like because you had told me the song in the elevator was like Big Me, and I didn't realize that at first. I did not realize
Mm-hmm.
that. And I had watched the video like countless times, and I still couldn't put like my finger on. I was like, what the hell is that? And I was like, okay. I was like, well, maybe it's like a video game theme or something. And I was like, okay, it was kind of catchy. But then, like, when you told me it was Big Me, I was like, oh, well, that makes fucking sense. That makes so much sense. Uh, the video is funny. The lyrics is it has to deal with a breakup and all that stuff because Dave's a sad, sad boy. Uh, you know. um, but I mean, the whole album from Color and Shape, it was not bad. Like it had like a few hit and miss tracks, but I mean, like not every album's gonna be perfect.
Right.
So, and plus,
Oh.
that's always my theme song.
So, my friends, that wraps up our top 10 Foo Fighters songs, plus our honorable mentions. I hope you guys enjoyed. What is your favorite Foo Fighters song? Or what is even your top 10? Let us know in the comments or even social media. So, got a couple things I need to discuss before we end this episode. at this time of recording, we're actually double recording right now. So we're gonna have another episode that will not come out until Thursday, August 10th, which is a week from today. There will be no episode this Sunday, August 6th. Unfortunately, we were supposed to double record on the last episode for July in preparation for Fair Week. There was supposed to be an episode pre recorded for the 6th. However, due to my circumstances, we were unable to do that. So, with that being said, it's not a bad idea, anyways, to kind of take a night off. Um, we're not going to have an episode on the 6th. That is the opening day of Fair. And as I promised, I do not want to record during Fair Week. Our next episode, there will be one Thursday, August 10th, and it will be our Foo Fighters album ranking. So we'll be kind of wrapping up the Foo Fighters stuff for the time being. After that, we're going to break down some albums, and eventually we're going to bring Foo Fighters into the random ranking game. So stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are willing to join us this next Thursday coming up for the Foo Fighters album ranking. That episode will be pre-recorded and it'll be uploaded around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that night. All right, so with that said, I'm going to do tonight so that way Daisha can do his on the 10th. So that way we're caught up, and that way I'll still be able to do Song of the Night for the 13th, which will be that Sunday. So my Song of the Night. Today is August 3rd, and August 3rd is a very important birthday for somebody. James Hetfield. Oh my god, I just heard a fucking loud rumble. Perfect timing, because I got the good song for tonight. James Hetfield of Metallica just turned 60 today, so happy birthday to him. Tonight's song is actually, well, do I want to do that song? I don't know. Do I want to do that song? Not really. Hold on. Let me look.
And it's funny because I was listening to Metallica on the way home too.
Oh god. You know what? Fuck it. We're doing it. We're doing Ride the Lightning.
Okay,
That's the song we're doing. We're
that's
gonna
what
do
I was
it. Fuck
thinking
it.
too.
I was like, you know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do it. I was either gonna do that or I was gonna do The Memory Remains. I'm gonna do Ride the Lightning. Fuck it. It's fucking storming here. Ride the Lightning by Metallica. That is tonight's song of the night in honor of James Hetfield's 60th birthday. Happy birthday So all you Metallica fans, if you guys are willing to listen to tonight's song of the night, there'll be a link in the top right hand corner of the episode at the very end. Go ahead and take a listen. Very banger song. I love Metallica, and I want to do a Metallica run in the future.
Oh God.
We are doing one. I don't even care. We're gonna get through Saint Anger one way or another.
Oh God.
So if you guys stuck around to the very end, we greatly appreciate your support. Go ahead and follow us on social media by clicking on our link in the description below. It'll take you to Linktree, which will have everything there for you. We have Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter, which is called X or whatever the fuck they changed it to.
I'm still gonna call it Twitter.
Yeah. So go follow us there to keep up to date with the show, and be sure to stay updated with our show by keeping an eye on the community tab in the YouTube channel area for our channel. I do post updates there sometimes if I'm having troubles here, which I did this past weekend. But yes, also Daisho's gaming YouTube channel is there as well. He uploads weekly gaming content for you guys. We're trying to get him to 900 by the end of the summer, which I'm going to shoot for the end of September. What are you at right now?
Last time I looked, it was 824.
Wow, okay. That's not too bad. Like I said, he posts weekly gaming content. I'm in there too sometimes because sometimes we do games when we're not doing the show. We do 5, we've done Skate 3, we've done. Did you do any Wreckfest content?
I I did some like by myself, but like when we did it, like there was like some funny moments, but then like I wasn't able to catch them because I
It's
was just,
okay.
like because I was just like so caught up in the conversation. So, but I remember I think I uploaded the one where I glitched through the map when we last played it.
Okay.
I uploaded that one, I think.
Okay. But yeah, we do a lot of different games on our own time. So be sure to go subscribe to him, give him some love. Once again, take a listen to tonight's song of night, Ride the Lightning by Metallica. And that's it. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you guys Thursday, August 10th. Peace.
Peace.